Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Firstly, I'd like to address a couple of things. Number one, I apologise there was no video on Saturday. I played the Manchester United games. It went terribly bad. But on top of that, the file corrupted. So, yeah, I couldn't upload it. I tried saving it. It did not happen. It's as simple as that. So today what we're going to do, we're going to go through the games. We're going to play 2 games. And there was a couple of things in that video that I want to address in this video. So it may drag on a little bit. If you want to skip this, go ahead. Don't worry. But let's have a look at Man United. First things first. As I said, it wasn't good. Right, the first game, we went to Old Trafford, and for the first half, we were doing well. They scored as soon as they kicked off, and I was like, okay, fine. And then, 52 minutes in, 2-0. Alright, okay. 3-0. 3-1. At 3-1, I thought, I've got a chance here, we can do something. How no? Manchester United said no. One thing I did realise, just before that game, is Manchester United won the Champions League last season. So these are who we need to be. Not beat, but we need to be Manchester United. And I want to show you this guy. The Jagger. He's a winger and he is fantastic. He's top of the assist in the Champions League at the moment. And because he is that good, his striking partner, let me show you, Roberto, I think his name was. Where are you? Here we are. Roberto. Right, he was up front and he ripped us apart. We put everything into it. We really did, and we crumbled. It was 6-1 at their place. They come to us and we drew 1-1. In between all that, we won all games. So yeah, we've won the league. We've smashed that, but we flamed out the Champions League, unfortunately, once again. So after that game, I decided, and this is point number 2, that I am giving Rangers 2 more seasons. If we do not go past the first knockout round in 2 seasons, then I'm going to start a new save. I'm going to carry on playing this in the background, and if, now and again I might chuck out a couple of updates if something goes wow or whatever, but it will not be a main save anymore. Basically, this is a point that Emma made, always comments on my video, I've mentioned it several times. She said, go through your youngsters. Now, we had a intake, which I showed in that video, but this is our youngsters. I don't show it very often because usually there's not much there. Now, in the intake, we had a half-decent goalkeeper who could become a viable backup. We've got Mad Devi, who you may well know. Jim Kerr, he is going to be backup at best. Same with Mad Devi. We got this guy, Graham McGinn. Now, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this was the one I was talking about last episode. He's improving already. He could be a fantastic centre-back for us, which is good, because we need centre-backs. There's a couple in here. Nicky Cameron, he could be a decent backup. I'm not just looking at the stars as well. Obviously, I am looking at the stats. I've done all the research, etc. I've looked into them. They've got the potential there, and they look half decent for what they are at the moment. There was... Where is he? Let me just click potential and go right to the top. McGinn, Smith and Caesar Quinn, our midfielders, will be coming into midfield. Caesar Quinn's played a few games for us and went out on loan. James Smith has been loaned out all season. We've got Penfold, he's a good youngster. I'm sure there was a youngster. It might have been McGinn. Yeah, it's probably McGinn. But our youth is brilliant. It provides players like this. However, they're going to be ready in about 3 or 4 years, and we need to keep hold of them. So that's that. I appreciate the help, and I really do like the comments, and I love the the support you give me, Emma. I really do. But our youngsters aren't an option. So, I decided, screw this, I need to spend a little bit of money. Now, if you remember, I need to go into transfers. If you remember, we've got Brandon Cook coming. He is joining in January, so we've got a little bit of time before he joins. However, we have also, that was rejected, brought somebody called John Miller from West Ham. 2.5 mil initial fee, and then 250 over 50 appearances, 25 for 10 games. And when he plays for 10 international, you know, he'll get 250 again. 40% profit, which I wasn't happy with, but they didn't budge on that. But John Miller is essentially he's more support in the middle. He's got half decent stats. He's got a lot of potential. I'll just quickly go on this. He's 1 star at the moment. So we have, at the moment, overpaid. But I did this with Belomo, and that paid out. So, yeah, he's coming in. Fingers crossed he can help. But McVitie will be the main man, and a couple of youngsters that are coming through. However, that means we are in the red. That's how easy it is. I've got no money to work with, no youngsters, nothing here. But I'm still gonna give it 120%. Not that that's possible, but I'm gonna give it that. Now there's a gap. This is the third thing. Solard. He got injured in my last game against Celtic, and Bordeaux called him back because there was no point. Obviously, he was injured for the rest of the season. So you don't get to see Solard play his last game, unfortunately. As I said, it was against Celtic, and he got injured, and off he went the next day. I was shocked, but it happens. It needed to be done. He's off to Barca anyway, so no more Solard. Dembele's happy now, which is always good. I'm not going to bring in Delou and Veeps. I'm going to use my backups. Well, backups are now first team. I am picking Maddavi over Woolley, because Woolley, he got his chance against Manchester United, and he screwed up big time and time again. So he is back up. Anyway, that's all the bad stuff. Good stuff is, as I said, won the league. Brilliant. Woo! All that. Beat Celtic. Beat Hibs. St Mirren. Partick Thistle. Dundee. Had a hiccup against Hibs. I don't know what that was about. We just got smashed by Hibs at home. FM just went, nah, you're losing this one. Beat Celtic. Hamilton 6-1, look at that. Kilmarnock 3-0. So as you can see, in the league we are extremely strong. We are definitely the best team in Scotland. There is no doubt about that. We've got one game left, and here is the league. We're on 99 points, so we can beat our 100-point tally from last year, or we could match it if we draw. We've also got the Scottish Cup today in this episode. I just need, give me 1 second. I am going to bring in, where are you? Marcus Edwards. Right, McVitie's going to go, oh, Jack Thompson, where are you, mate? Oh, he's suspended, that's why. Right, so I need to do this. I'm just changing it up a little bit. I like the ball winning midfielder, and Dembele is just brilliant all over. So this will be the team today. I need to make sure that I've got everything covered. I need a striker. So, well, attacking midfielder is better. So let's get Mackay on. Why not? Yeah, again, this is the team. Silver in goal. Sterling, Delou, Veeps, Borthwick Jackson, McVitie, Dembele, Nori, Edwards, Grabeni and Avramidis. That is the starting lineup for these 2 games. Let's get this season over and done with. And hopefully next season, Champions League wise, will be better. In the Scottish League, we are the best. There's no 2 ways around it. And I know this has been a bit rambly, but you know, it's with with the corrupted foil and getting smashed by Man United and having to show the youth and all the rest of it. Like I said, it's not a dig or anything. It's just that's it. It is an option, but I need the youth to come in. Every time there is a all-round youth, I do go in and I will poach what I can. But 2 seasons. Right, anyway, let's do a bit of commentating. McVitie's got the ball here. Nori, out wide if he can. No, he doesn't. Grabeni, McVitie has a shot and it's pushed onto the post. As you can see, here, Aberdeen could go down. Right, Avramidis Veeps, that's a shame. If Ross County gets something out of their game and Aberdeen don't, they could go automatically down, which is a massive shock. Avramidis stubbed his finger. Does he really need to go? Oh, I'm going to take him off anyway. Zach Rudden can come on. Don't want him having a poorly finger, do we? Jesus. Anyway, Borthwick Jackson, 36 minutes. Dembele, can we work this in? Edwards, Nori. Come on, Sterling. McVitie. Sterling, by the way, absolutely stepped up. He's been brilliant. In lieu of Aino, he's been fantastic. Rudden. It's still going this. I'm chatting away, but nothing's happening. We can't break him down at the moment. Nori. Oh! Scores an absolute screamer. And that'll be 102. As always, here it is in 3D. We passed it around for ages. I gave up commentating. But Nori takes a touch. He hoofs it. And the keeper doesn't know what happened. It just flew past him. It was like the flash. Gone. Didn't know what happened. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a weird mood. I'm a bit upset that, I couldn't save the file. But at the same time, these things happen, unfortunately. My computer's not the best, and yeah, something happened, I don't know. Anyway, Borthwick Jackson, McVitie, Nori, can he do something? Sterling gets tackled, and they're going to counter us, but Deleuze says no, it's not happening. We're working this middle very well, but we're not doing anything with it. McVitie, spread it out wide. Sterling, terrible. Right, see what happens here. Wood, down to Borthwick Jackson. Nori, Edwards, come on, do something, this is boring. Rudden, Borthwick Jackson, Rudden, 2-0, little Zach Rudden, I love him. Right, I'm going to just quickly pause it, and we're going to go down the left hand side, play a bit wider. There we go, that should stop them being so central. Rudden out wide to Borthwick Jackson, and crosses it in. We've seen this many times. Rudden just rises high, and Kurasic couldn't do anything about it. 2-0. So I'm getting nudged by my cat. Every time I record, he wants attention. Every time. Right. I haven't got any more strikers, but Nori is feeling it a little bit, so let's get Gribben on. And Borthwick Jackson's feeling it, so let's get Christie on. We are focusing down that left-hand side, and Christie can cross them in just as well as Borthwick Jackson. Not that we really need it. Corner comes in, Veeps heads it on, and that man, once again, Zach Rudden. Beautiful. Just beautiful. You coming up? Come on then. Just come up. Come on. You coming up? There he is. Oh. There we go. If your ears purring, it's him. Anyway, we're in the 76th minute. Gribben with the corner. Edwards. Poor header. I'm not too sure about Edwards. We got him on a free. I'm thinking we need a little bit of money. He's worth 7.5, but I'm thinking we might get 3, 4. And it's not a lot. It's really not. But it should be enough to get a half decent youngster, maybe. Nothing Solard-esque, but I'm going to be so salty about that for a while. I'm going to bitch and moan about it for a while. I really am. However, that game ends. Kilmarnock loses 3-0, and I don't know whether you were looking at the table at any point during that, but Aberdeen are down. Look at that. Oh, minus 32 goal difference each, 33 points each. It's just the fact that Ross County scored 40 and Aberdeen scored 33. That's ridiculous. Hearts drew to Ross County in the end. Was it a last second goal, or... I'm intrigued now. I've got to see this. And maybe you want to see it, I don't know. But I'm going to put it in there anyway. Let's have a quick look to see how that went down. What am I doing? Just go into here. Aberdeen. What happened, lads? What happened? You, Hearts 1-0. 37 minutes. And then Ross County, you drew to Hearts. It's 89th minute. Bloody hell. Ross County go through to the playoffs, and I will see you in the Scottish Cup final. See you in a second. Here's a nice little bit for you. First place in the Ladbrokes Premiership, 5 million. That works. Hello there once again. Pre-warning, if you hear vibrating or purring, it's the cat. He's still here, he's not moving. The team is exactly the same. Ross County drew the first leg. They're playing the second leg today, so let's see if they survive as well. A little bit of drama in there. We should be winning this one nice and easy. I'm keeping the team as is. Edwards will still be sat in there. Jack Thompson can... Actually, that's a lie now. I'm changing it. Kinyard can come off. McVitie on the bench. Thompson for Dembele. There we go. Strong midfield. Edwards needs to start playing well, so that way I can sell him, because I've just decided it needs to be done. To make a bit more money, for a decent player, we need 5 mil. I'd go as low as 3, but 5 mil will do. He's worth, as I say, he's worth 7.5. He doesn't play like a 7.5 mil player at all. And let's kick this game off, are we? We're already 8 minutes in, and Sterling has the ball. Hoofs it up to Avramidis. Can he do anything? Whippets it in, and Guabeni has scored his 26th goal of the season. They're fantastic strikers. They really are. There's like top 2 strikers, and we've got like a fantastic midfield. Obviously Solad has gone, but we've got a very strong team. We just need to strengthen up that defence. And fingers crossed, our defence can hold up for the Champions League. And we can make a bit more advancement. If we don't hit an English team, that would be nice. Because the English teams are running this bloody Champions League at the moment. Anyway, back to the game. Nori's got the ball. Thompson, Dembele, passing around nicely. Avramidis should have done better there. Should have done much better. He is better than that. Anyway, we've got 60% possession. Well, that's just dropped down massively to 52. Okay, possession's even. We're the only ones who've really had chances. Partick Thistle haven't had a shot at all. It seems like that maybe they're just sitting back. And there's a highlight just before the end of the half. Borthwick Jackson, Dembele, Edwards, Guabeni. Can he do anything? Avramidis runs onto that, takes it around the keeper and smashes it in for his 38th goal of the season. 2-0 Rangers. That is how it's done. Those two working together once again. Beautiful. I am going to change the formation as well for next season. I feel like we need a defensive midfielder. Jack Thompson, of course. I think that would help us in the Champions League. For the Scottish Cup, it doesn't. Scottish League, it doesn't really matter too much because, like I said, we are the dominant force. But when it comes to the Champions League, we need to be stronger in the back. And yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play a bit more negative. Back to this game though, we've got another chance, and Nori, Phillips saves it. It is 2-0. We're dominating. I know this. The Scottish side of it is getting a bit tedious maybe now. I do watch these back, and I do think, like, when I'm watching a YouTuber, what do I want to see? I don't do funny. I don't, do any of that stuff. Well, I'll try soon. Once I get once I move house and get the green screen set up and all the rest of it, I'll try funny, but I don't do it very well. Jones has got the ball here, and he's whips it in. Silva, thought he was going to spill it, but he doesn't. He keeps his composure. And is this highlight going to continue? Borthwick Jackson, Norrie, loses it to Bannigan. Some Welsh name. Malcolm, Jarvis, Edwards, Thompson tackles, Gwebeni. Are we going to counter them? This is a bloody long highlight. Gwebeni whips it in. Avramedes. The Cats run away now. Disallowed? It moved a fraction early and was called offside. Fraction. Just fraction. Good choice of words, eh? Deleu. Deleu and Veeps, it will be their last game for us. I'm not renewing any loan deals. I would like to bring them both in, but I'm not paying loan money out anymore. I'm not doing it. I've got to get a strong Rangers squad, not a, you know. If I see any more Sollards, then I'll pay you the money. But until that happens, not going to. Avramedes on the. Okay, it's Jones, Thompson, Edwards, Dembele, Avramedes. He's not doing much here. Norrie, Borthwick Jackson, Gwebeni has scored the third, and that will make it the double. We've had the triple a couple of times, but the double will work. Nobody really minds. Oh, Norrie, cheeky that was. He drew out the defender and just passed it sideways. But that is 3-0 to Rangers. Partick Thistle, crumble and fall, and we will lift the Scottish Cup once again. We'll put it in the trophy cabinet. It's bulging at the moment, you know, but we've still got that one little space with just dust, and it's waiting for the Champions League Cup. Whether it'll ever be there, we do not know. Let me know what you think about this episode. Again, apologies about the Man United episode, but I will see you back for the Champions Group Stage draw next season, and any transfer news that happens. We've just got 4 million. Nice. Okay, we're back in black. But yeah, any transfer news that happens, and probably the first 2 games. It depends how much transfer. If there's a lot of transfer news, then we'll see a Scottish game. Anyway, as always, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you've already hit the subscribe button, you're unsubscribing, so don't do that. But yeah, sorry about Man United. Best in Scotland. Let's try best in Europe, eh? See you later.